Hey, can you transfer me $200 today? I need it right now.
What? What happened?
I got to buy my little sister a birthday gift. I'm out of cash and I'm running out of time.
Wait, your sister's birthday? Why would I be the one paying for that?
Excuse me? Wow, you're really going to be stingy about a family celebration? That's cold.
It's not about being cold. We're barely getting by as it is, aren't we? $200 out of nowhere isn't exactly something I can just pull out.
Then use your secret stash. You're always wasting money anyway, right? Buying random crap like those weird little purses or whatever.
I didn't buy anything like that. And even if I did, why would my personal savings go toward a gift for your sister?
You're my wife and you can't even make an effort with my family? Showing some respect is the least you could do.
I've given gifts for your family's birthdays every year, and I've always reached out too, right? Since you didn't mention anything this year, I assumed it wasn't needed.
I wanted it to be a surprise this time. That was my call. Don't ruin it for me. This is about saving face as her big brother.
And for the sake of your pride, you expect me to cover it? How does that even make sense?
It makes perfect sense. We're married. We're supposed to have each other's backs. You seriously only think about yourself.
Wow, look who's talking. If hitting me up for $200 out of nowhere counts as teamwork, then yeah, I don't buy it.
Fine, forget it. Asking you was a mistake. You're useless as always. I'll just buy her something myself and figure it out with my credit card later.
You don't have to push yourself to buy something big. If it's thoughtful, even something small can mean a lot.
Shut up. Like you would understand my sister's style. She's cute. There's no way I'm giving her some cheap junk. That'd reflect badly on me.
You're always so obsessed with how you look to everyone. Do you even care what the other person feels?
If that's how you see it, then you're not seeing my sister ever again. If that's how you're going to be, don't expect me to let it go.
I seriously don't even understand what you're mad about. Nothing you're doing makes any sense.
Marrying a boring girl like you might have been my biggest mistake.
I'm really not feeling well today. I suddenly came down with a high fever.
And?
I'm really sorry, but could you take care of your mom today?
What? How the hell do you get to the point where I'm the one you're asking? Makes zero sense.
Aren't you off work today? I was just hoping you could spare a little time. My head's been pounding since this morning, and my fever's really high. I'm pretty sure it's the flu. Yeah, I'm worried about my own health, but more than that, I'm scared to death of passing it on to your mom.
The flu? Come on, seriously? Stay away from me. In that case, I'm not coming home tonight. I'll crash at a hotel or something. If I catch it and have to miss work, who's going to take responsibility for that, huh?
Then I'll leave the house instead. I was thinking of checking into a motel nearby. I know it's asking a lot, but could you please take care of your mom? Me being here puts her at risk.
Wow, hold on a second. Why the hell would you, with a fever, go stay at a hotel? Are you out of your mind? And who's paying for that? With the money I earned, get out of here. Hotels are for people who actually work, like me. Why would you need one?
But if I stay here, I could pass it to your mom. Are you really okay with that?
Dude, just wear a mask and use disinfectant or whatever. You're being so dramatic. Plus, you're more used to handling the caregiving anyway, so even sick, you're still more efficient.
That's only because you never lifted a finger, so I had no choice but to do everything. After taking care of your mom every single day for 13 years, of course I got used to it. But it's not like I wanted to do it, I just got stuck with it.
Then just keep doing it. That stuff's not for me. I seriously can't deal with it.
I've got a fever right now, and I'm out of breath just standing here. There's no way I can physically support someone in this condition. Helping someone who's bedridden takes a lot more strength than you'd think. Caregiving's no joke. I really can't do it right now.
You're always whining about how hard everything is. But honestly, I think you're just weak-willed. If you really cared, you'd push through it. You can get past anything if you actually try. And you know what? I've thought this for a while. You're seriously plain looking. Your clothes are boring, your hair's always a mess, and there's just nothing feminine about you. Lately, you've been talking back more too, haven't you? You should just listen to what I say and stop picking fights all the time. I honestly don't know what I was thinking when I married you. Might have been the biggest mistake of my life. Compared to you, my sister and even your sister are total knockouts, inside and out. Everyone loves them. They make great impressions wherever they go. Eliana especially. I still can't believe you two are related. She's got such pretty features, and her smile is bright and natural. Even our relatives go on and on about how jealous they are.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
And there's that age gap, right? Eliana is still young and full of energy. She clings to me in the cutest way. Lately, I've been thinking, if I'd married her instead, maybe I'd actually be happy now. Like, seriously.
If you think my sister's that amazing, then maybe you should have just married her instead of me. Hope my perfect little sister does everything you say, including taking care of your mom. She'll probably never talk back, always smile sweetly, and nod along to every word you say. Sounds like a dream come true for you.
Wow, come on now. There's no way I dumped something that heavy on my sweet sister-in-law. She deserves to be treated right, and I'd never want to put that kind of pressure on her. Besides, hasn't she always had health issues? She's been hospitalized more than once, and she gets sick pretty easily.
Wait, did she tell you that herself?
Yeah, I heard it straight from her. She told me how hard it's been dealing with her health. It honestly made me feel bad for her. Sometimes she disappears a bit, but that's just because all her savings go into treatments. She's been paying for her medical bills all on her own ever since she started working. And watching her tough it out like that, it really gets to me.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Every time I see her, she's all smiles, so bubbly and happy. But finding out she's been quietly fighting all that in the background, it hit me hard. She never complains, never loses her spark, just keeps moving forward with that sweet little smile. She's amazing. Meanwhile, all you do is complain and whine every time we talk. Being around someone like you would wear anyone out.
Excuse me?
I mean, I can't make Eliana look after my mom, obviously, but if she were my wife, that would change everything.
Do you even realize the weight of what you just said? That kind of comment, it's not even funny as a joke, it's absolutely disgusting. Telling your own wife you wish you'd married someone else? Do you have any idea how deeply that cuts? Am I really that worthless to you? You treat me like I mean nothing. I don't even know what to say.
What the hell?
I remember everything. How you never once helped with your own mom. How you dumped all the responsibility on me. I can't even count how many times I begged you for help, and not once did you step up. You left it all on me.
That's because I can't do that kind of stuff. It's embarrassing. How would I even explain that to people? No way I'd ever do that. I mean, seriously, me, a guy, taking care of his own mom? That's just weird, right? I couldn't handle that emotionally. Besides, don't you think it's easier for her if you do it? You two get along, and it's way better than me being involved.
Honestly, I've got so much more I want to say, but right now, I'm burning up and just standing is exhausting. I'm only asking for tonight. Please, could you take care of your mom, just this once? If you come home, I'll stay in another room and keep to myself. You won't even have to see me. I'll wear a mask, disinfect everything. I promise. Just, please, I'm only asking for a little help.
Jesus, even with all that begging, I still don't see why I should do anything. And just so we're clear, I'm not doing it, period.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, and that hotel you said you were going to? Yeah, no way that's happening. You're a stay-at-home wife. Where would you even get the money? All I give you is $400 a month for groceries. You better be sticking to that. And I'm not going to let it go if the meals are terrible or seem like they were thrown together. My mom's health is on the line, you get that.
You said you didn't want to leave it to anyone else, so I've been the one taking care of your mom all this time. For years now, day and night, I've handled everything on my own for someone who's completely bedridden. Even when I thought about getting a job, I had no time or energy left. It just wasn't possible.
Oh, here we go. So now it's my mom's fault you couldn't work? Quit blaming other people for your problems.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying things could have been different if you just helped me a little more. When we first got married, both your dad and mom needed care, remember? I wasn't sleeping properly, and one day I actually collapsed at work. When I asked you for help, all you said was, then just quit your job, like it was nothing.
Yeah, well, so what? We're still getting by on what I make, right? It's not like you have to work.
Sure, maybe we're getting by, but it's been 13 years since I've even set foot in a salon. I've been holding back on everything, my hair, my clothes. I've only bought a few new outfits in years, and my makeup's been bare minimum. It's not that I want to splurge. All I wanted was for you to say, thanks for everything, just once.
Whatever, shut up. This is why women are such a pain. Seriously, listening to some older woman nag non-stop is just exhausting. I feel like I'm going to get sick from this.
Liam.
Anyway, I'm not coming home. You handle it on your own. What a waste of my time. Later.
Wait, Liam?
Hey, what have you done? You seriously put my mom in the hospital? What the hell were you thinking?
Huh?
The call came from some number I didn't know, so I figured it was just a sales call and ignored it. Why should I have to answer every random call that comes in? But it kept ringing non-stop, so I finally picked up. And turns out it was the hospital. Freaked me out.
I called you over and over again, didn't I? You should still have the missed calls in your history. You ignored all of them, didn't you? When I was begging for help, where were you? What were you doing? Why didn't you call back even once?
What? I don't know you that. I can be wherever I want, with whoever I want. What? I gotta check in with you now?
Last night your mom suddenly kept saying, it's hot, I can't breathe, over and over again. Something was clearly wrong. Just touching her forehead, I could tell she had a fever, and when I took her temperature, it was nearly 106 degrees. I panicked. But I had the flu myself, and I could barely move. And I didn't have the strength to lift your bedridden mom on my own. In the end, I didn't know what else to do, so I called emergency services and explained everything, and they came. I had no other choice.
Seriously, you called an ambulance? That feels like a bit much. So now the neighbors probably know, right? You just made everything worse.
A couple of them stepped outside and checked if everything was alright. So I just mentioned that I had the flu and that was it. After that, they asked where you had been. I told honestly that you weren't at home.
What the hell? You should have said I was on a business trip or something. Why'd you tell the truth? You've always lacked common sense with stuff like that. Now people are going to start spreading weird rumors, you know? Like we're separated or getting a divorce or something.
Rumors? I just told them the truth. You weren't there when I needed help. That's a fact, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's your job as my wife to protect my image in moments like that. You seriously don't get how to respect a man at all. Eliana's not like that. She gets it. She pays attention to my actions, compliments me, and has a knack for sensing the vibe in the room. We were texting on WhatsApp today, and she said, "Thanks to you, I got so much done at work." Felt real good, not going to lie.
You're meeting up with Eliana?
We're only chatting on WhatsApp. It's not like there's anything shady going on. We've only met in person a few times, and even then, it was just for a quick chat between work stuff.
I see. But still, you have met up with her, haven't you? With Eliana. Not just texting, you talked face to face, right? Yesterday, you suddenly dropped off the radar too. Were you supposed to meet her?
Yes, I was. But I got a message from Eliana saying she wasn't feeling well and couldn't make it out. She's not like you, she's delicate. She's had health issues since she was little. She can't push herself, seriously.
I see.
And you, all you had going for you was being healthy. And now you're sick with the flu? That's just pathetic. And on top of that, you passed it to my mom? Unreal. What the hell were you thinking?
It's not like I wanted to give it to her. I took every precaution I could to stop it from spreading.
Yeah, right. You were feeling rough and just slacked off, didn't you? You just didn't want to put in the effort.
What are you talking about? I never once slacked off. I did everything I could, as best as I could. The moment I realized I had the flu, I tried to isolate myself, but by then, your mom was already showing symptoms.
Yeah, I get it. But honestly, I can't help but think you gave it to her on purpose.
How can you say something so awful? Why would you even think I'd do that?
The flu can literally kill someone her age. But if she were gone, you'd be free from the caregiving, right?
I never once thought anything like that, and the fact that you'd even suggest it, that's sick. I reached out to you for help ahead of time, didn't I? I asked because I couldn't handle it alone. I tried to stay away to protect her, and you're the one who shot that down.
No, if you just wore a mask and used some disinfectant, that would have been enough. You're just lazy, that's the problem. At the end of the day, your carelessness is what put my mom in this situation.
I did wear a mask. I washed my hands, gargled, sanitized, everything. I did everything I could. But caregiving means being up close. You can't avoid contact completely. I kept the windows open regularly, managed the humidity levels too, but there are limits. So why am I the one getting blamed for everything?
This is all your fault. If something happens to my mom, it's on you. And if it does, I'm going to sue you for emotional damages. Got it?
What are you even talking about? That makes no sense. If you're that worried about your mom, then even though visitors aren't allowed, You could at least bring her some clean clothes or something.
Why should I do that? You do it.
I still have a fever. I'm supposed to stay isolated at home. So I can't even drop off a change of clothes. I wanted to ride in the ambulance with her, but I couldn't.
So you're telling me my mom rode in the ambulance alone? You're seriously useless.
You don't have to go that far. But let's be honest here. This also shows that you're not much of a son either.
What did you just say?
When your mom needed you the most, you weren't even there.
Shut up.
Anyway, please take care of your mom. Even if I wanted to go, I'm not allowed to visit.
I'm out of town right now.
Out of town? Why?
Business trip. I'm not back until tomorrow. So just figure something out for today. I'll bring her the change of clothes tomorrow, so leave whatever she needs by the front door. And don't forget to disinfect everything. You really are a useless wife, you know that?
What?
Why do I keep getting all these calls?
Calls about what?
The hospital called. Mum's getting discharged. So get everything ready, okay? You're not bedridden anymore, right? You should be mostly over the flu by now, so you can move around. I've got work and a lot going on, so it's easiest and fastest if you handle the paperwork and all the small stuff.
I can do the discharge paperwork, but the problem is the money. You haven't given me this month's living expenses, so I can't cover the medical bills or anything she needs. What am I supposed to do?
Ah, that. Yeah, I've decided I'm not giving you any living expenses from now on. Figure it out yourself.
Wait, what? Why are you saying this all of a sudden? It doesn't make any sense.
Figured I couldn't hide it forever. Well, I guess I ended up in a relationship with your sister. I mean, we were already kind of close before, but lately we just suddenly hit it off, you know?
What?
Honestly, I was shocked too. I mean, a girl that perfect, looks and personality, actually showing interest in a plain, middle-aged guy like me, blew my mind. Life's wild, huh? Never know what'll happen.
You're seriously saying this? This isn't some sick joke?
Well, Eliana broke up with her boyfriend recently. And I was just trying to be there for her, but we ended up meeting more and more. Before I knew it, we were seeing each other almost every week. This happened while you were running around the house all stressed out. Even though she's always in and out of the hospital and hard to reach, she still makes time to check in on me. Her boyfriend broke up with her, claiming he just couldn't handle it any longer. Can you believe that? She's so thoughtful, so sweet and cute too. I can't imagine what kind of idiot would let a girl like that go. If it were me, I'd never give her up.
Sweet and cute, huh? That's really all it takes for you, isn't it?
But hey, don't get all jealous, okay? You're not exactly young anymore. No point trying to compete with someone half your age. Look, I know I'm not exactly a looker, but I make good money and I think I've got my own kind of appeal. If a guy with a good salary like me throws a little cash around and it makes her happy, that's a solid relationship, right? I even helped Eliana out with some of her hospital bills, and she told me it really helped her out. And then she agreed to date me. It's been amazing.
You and Eliana, you're both disgusting.
Say whatever you want. I got your sister pregnant, so let's get divorced. But you're still taking care of my mom, got it?
No, I won't. Because Eliana is.
Wow, you're being a total jerk. Just so you know, you're still managing the caregiving. Eliana's too delicate to take care of someone like that.
You realize that if we get divorced, I'm not your family anymore, right?
Yeah, but you're still Eliana's sister.
Maybe to her, but not to you. You're nothing to me anymore. And by the way, Eliana's not even sick. She's never been hospitalized. She never missed a single day of school, elementary, middle, or high.
What? No way. This can't be true. I mean, she was always sick as a kid, and she was just in a hospital recently, right?
You said that before too, and I had no idea what you were talking about. I haven't been in touch with her at all since we became adults. We didn't get along, and we don't even have each other's contact info. But now, I think I get it.
Wait, what are you talking about? A yearbook? Ariana's photo?
That's my sister, Eliana.
Huh? Her eyes, her nose, they don't match at all. Stop lying. You're just jealous because your sister looks like she had work done.
Look closely. See the mole near her lip? I don't have one, but Eliana does, right?
You're right. And it even says Eliana in the caption.
She was at our wedding, so I finally got to see her again after such a long time. Her face had changed so much, it shocked me, and my parents too. But we're adults, so none of us said anything.
So, Eliana had plastic surgery.
You know, there's something called a downtime after surgery. Maybe that's why she said she was in the hospital, just to avoid seeing people.
So, the money I gave her for medical expenses was actually for...
It probably went towards plastic surgery.
I can't believe Eliana, who seemed so sweet, would do something like that.
Believe whatever you want. I don't care either way.
You're her sister, of course you care.
Even as her sister, we're adults now. Everyone's responsible for their own actions. Then I'll go ahead and get the divorce papers ready.
What? Wait, hang on a second. I never thought it would actually come to this.
She's pregnant, right? I'm happy to give you the divorce, but now you've got to step up and be a dad.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But she lied about the surgery, and the money too. I don't even know if I can build a life with her now. And there's no way she's ever going to help with my mom's caregiving.
Yeah, no way she's going to do any caregiving. Well, good luck with that. I'll be getting my share of the assets. I've already hired a lawyer.
What? That was way too fast. And where'd you even get that kind of money?
From my savings, obviously. I made a promise to myself never to touch it. At least not until the divorce is over. Well then, goodbye.
Wait, let's not get divorced yet. Let me talk things over with Eliana first, please.
You're the one who brought this up, remember? Bye now.
Ariana, wait! Ariana, please. Can you just pick up the phone? There's something I really need to ask you. Ariana, please, just one more time, help me out. I'm begging you, I really can't handle this on my own. I seriously need you, please.
Do you even know what time it is? You really text me this late like it's nothing? You're unbelievable.
Anyway, I'm just glad you responded. Honestly, I didn't know what I'd do if you ignored me. My mom's getting discharged from the hospital. So, could you do me a favor and pick her up for me? I can't really move right now.
What? So you haven't visited her even once since then? You didn't plan anything for her discharge?
No, it's not like that. There's been a lot going on. I've been all over the place too, and I just didn't have time to get to the hospital. I actually had a chance to talk to Eliana, so I met up with her for a bit. It was important. That's when she revealed that she had undergone plastic surgery. I was completely taken aback. What you said back then, I finally realized it was all true. I didn't believe you at the time.
Yeah, so? What exactly do you want from me now?
I don't know. I guess I realized I don't want to divorce you after all. Things with Eliana, they're probably not going to work out. When I told her I don't think we can be together, she totally flipped. She turned into a completely different person.
I'm sure she did. She's pregnant, remember? You didn't even think about taking responsibility?
I get it, okay? But I'm a victim here too, aren't I? She lied to me from the start.
You say you were lied to, but maybe take a look at your actions before that. You're the one who cheated on me. That alone is enough to end this. And even if you say you don't want a divorce, I do. I've already made my decision. My life doesn't revolve around what's convenient for you.
Come on, don't be so cold.
You barely gave me enough money to live on. I was scraping by, stretching every dollar just to manage the bills. And on top of that, you dumped all your mom's caregiving on me. I was beyond exhausted. Even when I got sick, no one helped me. No matter how hard it got, I had to suffer through it in silence. That was my daily reality. And still, you kept comparing me to Eliana, calling her young, pretty, sweet, over and over again. You never really saw me at all, and now you want to apologize? It's too late.
I really am sorry. For what I said, for how I acted, all of it.
Saying sorry isn't enough. Maybe try actually reflecting on what you did before you speak. You looked down on me, got involved with my sister. And now you want to come back even though she's pregnant? You've lost your mind. There's no way I can stay married to someone like that. Just seeing your face makes me sick.
Ariana, please. I won't mess up again. I swear I'll change. This time I'll really treat you right.
Go be happy with Eliana. I don't care anymore.
Then, if I pay you, can you take on the caregiving responsibilities? I'm begging you. Eliana may look sweet, but she's super high-strung. She said she can't even imagine taking care of my mom. And every care home is full right now. We've got nowhere for her to go. You need money too, right? Come on.
You don't have to worry about money. I'm finally in a place where I can stand on my own, no more depending on anyone or making excuses. I've been thinking for a long time, and I finally decided to go back to the work I used to do. It's the perfect time for a fresh start.
Huh? The work you used to do, what was that again? Wait, you're not talking about that part-time office job, are you?
No, I'm a nurse. I had a break in my career, but as soon as I went for the interview, they hired me on the spot. They're short-staffed. I'm starting right away, including night shifts. I'm diving straight into it. If I'm doing it, I'm giving it my all. So I don't even have a shred of time to take care of your mom.
Come on, if this keeps up, I might seriously lose my job.
Then just go to work. Don't try to blame me.
But come on, between taking care of mom and dealing with a newborn, I don't even get to sleep. I'm totally at my limit.
That's something you should be discussing with the person you chose to start a new life with.
The other day, I made a little joke about how I've only ever given you $600. And Eliana flipped out. She caused such a scene in the neighborhood. She was yelling so loud the neighbors could hear, and it ended up with the police being called. They thought I hit her or something and reported it. I honestly thought my life was over right then and there.
Yeah, she does have that side to her. She's not great at managing her emotions.
That's why I'm scared to even talk to her anymore. If I say the wrong thing, I feel like she'll snap again. When she screams like that, I can't even speak. I'm totally freaked out.
And yet you're the one who chose her, knowing all that, right? Didn't you fall head over heels for her on your own? Even my parents had a hard time dealing with Eliana's mood swings when we were kids. I don't see that ever changing.
No way. Seriously? I really might have messed up everything.
She was always popular, but never in anything long term. Everyone knew that. Being picked only for your appearance, I can see how that would be tiring too. Honestly, I feel free. I can finally live life on my own terms. Good luck with Eliana.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. There's stuff only you can do. Please, I'm begging you to help. I'm serious. Ariana, you're all I've got left.
Oh really? That's news to me, but it's way too late for tears now, don't you think?
Please, don't leave me.
Whatever. You're about 13 years too late to figure that out.
If this keeps up, my life is going to be a total disaster.
Looks like it's going to rain tomorrow. Better be careful with your laundry. It's been 6 months since that whole mess. I went back to work as a nurse, and I was doing night shifts in no time. Every day is exciting, and more than anything, I've rediscovered the joy of earning my own money. Let me tell you a little about Liam and Eliana's new life. Eliana says stuff like, I'm not taking care of anyone, I can't deal with a crying baby, and I need time to relax during the day. And leaves the kid with someone else while she goes out to lunch with friends. Apparently, her social media is nothing but parfait pics these days. Of course, Liam's stuck doing all the chores and parenting. He's basically her personal servant at home. Totally under her control and constantly watching her mood. And on top of that, I heard he quit his job. He said that he needed a more versatile job to keep up with everything at home. So he took on a contract position in home care. But that company is infamous for low pay, no bonuses, and barely any vacation days. Even so, he's working himself to the bone because he doesn't want Eliana to hate him. Naturally, their finances are a disaster. His salary doesn't cover much, so they're living off the savings he's draining. But that's precisely the savings I gathered over time by budgeting wisely. And now, he's burning through it like it's nothing. Pathetic. A mutual friend said they saw Liam the other day at the grocery store, hunting for discount products. With a worn-out face and both arms full of Eliana's shopping bags. When I heard that, I thought, karma finally showed up. And honestly, it felt amazing. As for me, I spend my days off at my favorite coffee spots, making weekend getaway plans with old friends. I'm living a full and happy life. I don't have to tiptoe around anyone anymore. I get to live life on my terms. I can honestly say divorcing him was the best decision I ever made.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.